guys, today we're gonna take our first attempt at some smoked chicken here on the old Char Broil smoker. Just picked this thing up the other day. I've done a pork roast on it so far, and it's only my second thing to cook. Chicken breast is what we're going for today. They only take about 75 minutes to smoke, and the recommended is to cook them at about 200 to 225 for around 75 minutes. So we're gonna set up our preheat right now, get this thing going, let it warm up for about 40 minutes. You'll see in a minute here, I've got the chicken soaking in a brine, just a salt water solution to open those pores up in the chicken, open that meat up and let the water soak in. We're gonna try to make it tender and juicy, and we'll be following along to see how it turns out, so hang around. All right, guys, we're gonna get our preheat going. So we're gonna start with temperature, and you'll notice we get up to 275 is the top here. And we're gonna jump past that and go to preheat. Just hit that again. And this thing ought to be preheating. And we're gonna get the chicken underway and working on that while we wait. Also, I have these 6 large chicken breasts soaking in that brine. You can find out how to make a brine online anywhere. It's about 3/4 of a cup of water to about 3/4 of a cup of salt to about a gallon of water. And just kind of made mine willy-nilly, and it's soaking right now. Been in here probably about an hour. Good 90 minutes is good. You can soak it longer than that. It's kind of up to you. This is the dry rub we're gonna put on the chicken. Made this up just a little earlier, and basically all that's going on here is brown sugar. There's some garlic powder, some onion powder. There's a little bit of Cavender's in there, as well as some seasoning salt, and this other spice that I'll show you. Also, I mixed mine in with this Grill Mates Mesquite rub. This stuff is really great. Used it on a pork roast the other day. So you kind of just mix, I would say 1/3 of the mixture is this, and then the rest is the other ingredients I named. All right, our chicken is finished with all the preparation. I'm gonna show it to you here. What we've done is bathed it in some maple syrup. Took that rub that we made up. I've applied it to the chicken after the maple syrup is on. We've got it on the rack here already. We've preheated our smoker. Now we're gonna set it to, we're gonna say about, let's actually go with temperature on this. We're gonna set this thing to 225. That's what we're looking for here. And we're gonna go with the time. I'm gonna push it on out there to 4 hours. We're not gonna use that, of course. All right, I've got everything in the smoker here. Gonna give you a quick look at it. You can see it set at 225 for 4 hours. We're gonna cook it about 2 hours probably, but we're trying to get this internal temp up to 165 is what we say for USDA. We're gonna get it real close to there. We're gonna try about an hour first on these and kind of get them underway smoking, and then we're gonna throw them in a pan with some butter, and that's gonna really juicing these things up, juicing them up. I'm gonna give my little extra juice to it. You can see here on our remote timer, we're at an internal temp of 75 degrees right now, if you can make that out. And we're heating up to 225 for an internal temp in the oven. So looking forward to seeing how this turns out. I'll get back to y'all. All right, guys, we are an hour in. We're running at 141 degrees, if you can see that there. We're gonna switch this out now, and we're gonna put it into this pan here. You got some butter in there. This is just where I kind of made those breasts up and seasoned them up after I got the maple syrup on them. So we're gonna take them off the rack, get them out of there like that, throw them in this, and we're gonna take them all the way up to about 155, maybe 160, and then we'll finish them off from there. All right, guys, got the chicken back in there in the pan with the butter in it, and now it's simmering in that. You'll notice here on our heat gauge on our remote, we dropped down to about the 130 range from taking the chicken out, but it's already back up to 140, and that's on the thickest breast in there. Also, when I put it back in, I ran this temperature up on the Char Broil from 225 to 255 to help bring that heat level back up, and we're getting near the end anyway. As soon as we get to that 165 range, we're going to be good to go internally, and we'll be back to take a look at that, and we'll cut into these things and see how they look here in just a little while. All right, guys, we're in the kitchen now. What I did is I took this up to 163. It really needs to go to about 165 internal on the temp, and pulled it right out of the smoker, brought it in here. Put barbecue sauce. I like that Carolina style. It's good with chicken. So did Carolina on 3 of these and 3 of these not. Stuck it in the oven, broiled it on one side, flipped them all, barbecued those same 3 on the other side, then flipped them. We're gonna take a look at them. All right, there we go. Finished product, all in, all done. Let's cut one open and see what it is. All right, we're gonna cut her open, see how juicy she is here on the end. There we go, slide that out. Oh yeah, that looks nice, nice and tender. Not as much juice as I'd like, but nice and tender. All right, guys, we got her all done. Second time using the old Char Broil smoker. I'll be making some more videos along the way as I try other things. Not bad for my second time out of the gate. What's great about cooking in bulk like this is you end up with things like this, nice Ziploc bags that I've made up for this week's lunch, and I'll be in good shape all week long with some great smoked chicken, and we'll be doing some more here pretty soon.